Welcome to Tiki Unknown, where I take you on an adventure to all things tiki. So, first video, right? Trying to figure out where do we start? Where do we start everything here? Do I do a review, show you a bunch of photos, videos from bars I've went to? Do we go with the classics? Do we go with the Mai Tai, go with the zombie? But no, we're far more ambitious. I'm far more ambitious. So we're gonna go for the Pearl Diver. Pearl Diver is the most difficult, in my opinion, drink to make, especially in the tiki world. It's the rarest to find in its closest, most original fashion. In fact, the only place I've ever had it, Beach Bum Berries, Latitude 29. You will find many imitations, but due to the ingredients and due to the way it's made, which we're gonna go through, it's very rare to find at a bar. So, first off, if you want to do this at home, what do you need? Well, you need Sippin' Safari. I've got the 10-year version. You could have any version. It's in there. But you're going to need Beach Bum Berries, Sippin' Safari. It's got everything you need. What do we start with? Well, we're going to start with a homemade cinnamon simple syrup. It's exactly what it sounds like. We're going to crush up some cinnamon sticks, water, sugar, boom, make the syrup. Then what do we do? Well, then we have to create the butter mix. That's where the tough part comes in. This is also why most places don't make the Pearl Diver, because of the butter mix, or like the coffee grog mix, whatever it's called. You're going to have to put butter in a blender. If you've never done that before, it's gonna stick to everything. It's not gonna go well, but you have to use butter. You have to keep it at the right temperatures to get the right consistency. Most places you'll see something like a Gardena mix, and usually it's not made blended, which is supposed to be blended, and you'll see it over ice. If you see it on the rocks, I will say it's not going to taste the same. Might be good, but it's not the same. That's why we're starting there. This may take many attempts. I don't know. We'll see. So we start off here though. We're gonna crush up some cinnamon sticks, get the syrup going. That's gotta sit for a little bit of time. Then we start with the butter mix, which then will go into the actual drink, where we'll be using some Largo 151 rum. We've got a gold Jamaican rum, and we've got some Demerara overproof rum. Very strong drink. Also in the mix, so for the butter mix, you obviously need butter. You're going to use a little bit of orange blossom honey, gives it a little citrus flavor. Also in the main drink, aside from the booze, we're gonna have some, the rum. We'll have some falernum, and then just a little bit of orange juice, give it a little bit of flavor, and some lime. So let's dig into it. One last thing I forgot. The coveted Pearl Diver cups. Very uniquely shaped. Really cool story about it in the Sippin' Safari. I don't know if it's in the original, but in the 10th year anniversary, pretty cool story from Beach Bum Berry about it. But so we start off, we gotta crush cinnamon. I have no idea how to crush cinnamon, so we're gonna take our Trader Sam's boat here, and I don't know, we got it in a bag, and we're just gonna put some pressure on it, crush up the cinnamon, you know? We're doing it. Alright, that's our crushed up cinnamon. That's good to go. Cup of sugar. Quite a bit of sugar. Also, this will probably make you quite a bit of this cinnamon syrup. So upside is with the cinnamon syrup, I think it'll last about a month or so. So once you make this, at least you'll have plenty. 1 cup sugar down the hatch, boom. And lastly, you got 1 cup of water down the hatch. So brought it up to a boil using medium heat. Just kept it, it'll take a little bit of time, but brought it up to a boil on medium heat. Right now, I stirred it up, and now it's on here at a low temp. We're only gonna keep it on here for about 2 minutes. Then we're gonna take it off the heat and let it sit for just about 2 hours. After that, then we'll strain it, put it in a container, and you're good to go. To day 2. this shouldn't normally be a day 2 process. But you do have to wait about 2 hours or so for the syrups, and I had to go get on stream, all that fun stuff. So we're at day 2 here. We have our cinnamon simple syrup basically, and now we're gonna finish the coffee grog batter. What you're gonna need is about an ounce of butter. Gonna want an ounce of that orange blossom honey. We're gonna throw in some pimento, some vanilla, and we're gonna then use the old kitchen-made mixer, get that going, and that's why you wash your hands. One thing about this is make this batter pretty fresh to when you're going to make this drink. You want to keep it pretty much at room temperature is ideally what you want for this mix, because again, you're working with butter, so and everything combined with it. So Beach One Berry suggests room temp basically for this. There's simple syrup that's going in. Teaspoon here, just as some vanilla. One-half teaspoon of pimento liqueur. Pop open this. What I've got here is some St. Elizabeth's Allspice Dram. Get a little bit of that going. Okay, boom, we're in. All right, now time to make the magic happen. All right, so we have our cream here. This is the batter, aka the Pearl Diver mix, aka coffee grog mix. I'll tell you this is what it's supposed to look like, but I have no idea what it's supposed to look like. So iteration 1.0 right here of potentially very many iterations, but we're good. We're on to the next step. So it's go time. For sake of simplicity and cleanup and everything, I'm gonna try doing it in one of the Ninja blenders. This could go terrible. I don't know. This whole thing go to who knows. Let's see what happens. So first things first, you put in your batter. One thing again, keep that batter at room temp. It's one reason why it's easier to make it fresh, because if it's refrigerated because of the butter mix, it's not going to work well. So keep it room temp. So we put that in first. We layer it in. Then we're gonna start to layer in the ingredients, and then at the top we the ice. So you can see here why most tiki bars do not have it this way. I am dealing with a butter concoction that has to be kept at room temperature, and all the factors, right? All the factors here. It makes sense why you don't find this everywhere, and also why any place that does have this, such as Latitude 29, which is the only place that I know of that has it like this, it's a real labor of love, because of all of the work that goes in. If you've been to a tiki bar, especially a popular one lately, you'll know they're to the gills. They're packed in there. So it's not feasible for many bars, or at least in their opinion, to do this. But I think that's what makes this drink just so special, because places like Latitude 29 that are willing to put in the work, it's quite magical. It's quite magical. By the way, before we get into it, I just have to say, this tastes amazing. It's delicious. You could use this for any of your butter needs, and it would elevate it and be phenomenal. All right, so first up here on the from the old Trader Sam's booze boat, as I am calling it. It's a chips and dip set that you can get for Trader Sam's. I think they sell it only in like the attached hotels, but you can get it in Anaheim, and you can get it at the Polynesian if you're interested in that. So we're going to start off here with 1/2 ounce of gold rum. Here we go. Next up, we're going to use 3/4 ounce aged Demerara rum. Right here, we got a Hamilton 151 overproof Demerara rum. This is going to be strong, so, you know, bear with me here. Lastly, we're going to finish it off with 1/2 ounce gold Jamaican rum. For my Jamaican rum, we are once again going a little bit stronger here with some, well, 151 proof rum. So yeah, this is going to be probably a very strong pearl diver. We will see how this goes. So we need our falernum. So got here a velvet John D. Taylor's velvet falernum. Just 1 teaspoon of this. 1 ounce of OJ. So we got it here, our ice going in the hatch, and then, oh, okay, kind of went all over the place there a little bit, and now we're about ready to blend. Let's see how this turns out. Pearl diver, first attempt. High hopes, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So, couple learnings. We failed. Kind of to be expected for the first time. So it's going to drink this complex. So, a couple things we can do. One, butter needs to be room temp. It is kind of cold. Austin, Texas last night, I got into like 30 degrees. So, we'll work on butter temperature. Two, we're going to ditch the Ninja here. I tried because it was serving size appropriate. We're going to go with an actual blender. That probably is going to help it up too. But yeah, also, I don't think I need 151 rums. So we might switch up the rums a little bit on the next go around. But again, I forgot how many times Beachman Berry said it took him to get this, but he definitely didn't get it on his first time either. Neither did we. And yeah, we will regroup, resupply, and go again.